G's kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Sri Lankan biryani. It's a very flavorful dish. Everyone likes it, and especially on Sundays most of the households in Sri Lanka, they make this. So let's see how to make it. We are going to make a chicken fry, then the biryani rice and eggs. So first we'll see how to make the chicken. For that and as well as for the rice, we will have to make a powder, spice powder out of all the spices. Let's see what are the ingredients we need for the biryani mix. I have taken 2 sticks of cinnamon, 4 to 5 pieces of cardamoms, and 4 to 5 black cloves, and star anise 2 to 3. And here this one is dried seaweed, which gives a nice flavor, and I have taken a teaspoon of peppercorns. So I am going to dry roast this and put it through a blender to get the aromatic biryani mix. So I have switched on the flame is on low. Just keep it and add all the spices in. If you want to make this powder in a big batch, you can make it, but still it is advisable to make it then and there so that it gives the complete aroma of its flavor. You can just dry roast it until it is heated up. That's it. We don't need to dry roast it for a long time. Don't try to dry roast this in a high flame. If the spices get burnt, you will not get the proper taste out of it. It has been 2 minutes. Now I can get the aroma of the spices. At this point we can switch off the flame and get it through a blender. I'm going to transfer this to a plate and let it cool completely before we could put it into a blender. While that is cooling down, let's see what are the other ingredients we need to make the biryani. For the rice, I have soaked 5 cups of rice. I have not used basmati, I have used samba rice. I have washed it and soaked it for half an hour. Let it soak. And here I have got 3 onions thinly sliced, and I have got 2 green chilies as well. And here I have got a strand of curry leaves and 2 to 3 pieces of pandan leaves or rampa leaves. And here I have got some ghee, and I'll be using oil along with the ghee because I don't want to use completely only ghee. And so I'm going to grind it up and then I'll show you what to be done. Now the grinded spice powder is ready. So let's marinate the chicken before we could do anything else. So I'm adding, first let me show you. I have taken 2 breast pieces and 2 thighs, and I have put gashes into it so that the spices go in well and marinate, and then we can get the nice flavor of the chicken when we eat it. So I'm going to add half of this spice powder into the chicken, and the other half I'm going to preserve it for rice. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon of chili powder and half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. And no need to add ginger or garlic paste. And salt, I'm going to add salt always to your taste. And marinate this well and keep it aside. massage the chicken very well with all the spices so that it gets inside and give a nice flavor. Now the chicken is well coated with all the masalas. Let it sit for a while until we have done all the other items. Now let's see how to make the rice for the biryani. I have kept my rice cooker pan in the flame, and later I will be transferring this to my rice cooker, and then I am adding the ghee into it. I have added ghee into it, and now I am adding enough oil to fry the onions. Let it heat up. We don't have to add any other whole spices into it because we have already made it as a powder. So now, once the oil is heated up, let me add the onions into it. Thinly slice the onions so that it gets caramelized when you cook it. So now the oil is ready. So I am going to add the onions and the green chilies into it. And let it cook until it is nice and brown. Now you can see it is slightly browning, and the raw smell of the onion has gone. So at this point, add 2 bay leaves, curry leaves, and then the pandan leaves. And fry it until the onions are brown. Now you can see the onions are nicely brown. If the onions are nicely brown, it gives a nice caramelized flavor to any dish. So, but if it burns, then it will give a burnt flavor. So make sure that it is caramelized and not burnt. At this point of time, you can add the spice mix into it. Preserve some for presentation. Mix it well. And now make the flame into sim, and then add the rice into it. Mix it well. And if it is basmati rice, you can add one cup of rice and 1.5 cup of water. But because it's sambar, you will have to add 2 cups of water for a cup of rice. But here I have soaked the rice for half an hour to 45 minutes so that it's like a little bit softer. So I'm going to reduce the amount of water. Let's see how much you can add. Now I have added 5 cups of rice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 9 cups of water. I have added 9 cups of water into it. Some people they add coconut milk as well. It also gives a nice flavor, but I'm not adding it today. I have added 9 cups of water, and I'm going to add some turmeric powder so that it gives a nice color for the rice. And now season it with salt. And always for biryani, when you are making the rice, make sure you add a teaspoon of oil into it so that the rice doesn't stick to each other. So now the rice is ready, it's seasoned properly. Now I am going to transfer this to my rice cooker. While the rice is getting done, let's get prepared with the other items. So first, let's fry the eggs. This is how commercially they give the biryani. Biryani egg is always boiled and then fried. So I'm going to show you both. All 4 eggs I'm going to fry, and 1 I'm going to leave it as boiled. So now here in a pan, oil is heating up. I'm going to add the eggs into it. When you fry the eggs, it gives a nice and crunchy texture to it, and it gives a nice taste to the biryani. Within a minute, the eggs will be brown. Then we can take it up, and then we are going to fry the chicken. I'm showing it in a big pan because I want to video this, so it's easy. If you show it in a broad pan like this, to save the oil you can use a small pan so that you can save oil. Handle the eggs carefully because if the eggs broke, then it will scatter. It has been 2 minutes. Now it is nice and brown. So let's take it out. Fried eggs are ready, and here I have a boiled egg as well. Those who doesn't like fried eggs, you all can eat, and you all want to eat a bit of healthy, then you can use the boiled eggs. Now the oil is hot. Let's fry the chicken. Now this chicken is sitting in the marination for an hour. Now let's see how to fry this. Just lower your flame so that it cooks from inside as well. It has been 20 minutes. Since I started frying the chicken, now it's completely fried, so we can take it out and transfer to the plate. Now the chicken is done. Now let's check on the rice. I have kept it in the rice cooker. Now the rice is also done. I'm just keeping it in the cooker, and some people like to have different colors of rice grains in the biryani. So for that I'm taking half a teaspoon of food coloring. This is orange color, and just add only at one or two places like this. So when you mix the biryani, it will mix and it will give a nice presentation. And just keep it closed for 1 or 2 minutes and just switch off the flame. Now the tasty Sri Lankan biryani is ready. I have served it with brinjal moju and onion and tomato salad. If you want to check these recipes, please see my description box for the links. And you can make it on a Sunday and enjoy with your family. If you like my videos, please subscribe my channel, give it a like and a comment, and share with your friends. Thank you.